Okay. All right. So once again, hello everyone. Good morning. My name is Vikram, and I will be taking care about this today's Ariba demo session. But before going further, let's have a quick intro call. And I would like to introduce about myself. Mohammed, can you please go on mute? I'm just muting from my side. You can
Yeah,
unmute. Please go on mute, Mohammed.
yeah. 1 second, 1 second. It is it is okay now.
I think it's fine now.
Hello. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Vikram, your voice is echoing.
It's not from my side. I think Mohammed, you can be on mute, please.
Yeah, already I muted.
No, you're not on mute.
No, yeah, now he's on mute.
No, it's fine. How it is now?
It's fine now.
Okay. Okay, so let's start now. So I was saying that before going to topic, let's have a quick intro call and let me first introduce about myself. Then I would like to come to you as well. And from your side, I would like to know about your experience, whatever you are holding, if you have any. And if you are having the experience or knowledge in SAP Ariba, please mention that part as well. And even I'm expecting to, understand like what you are expecting from this Ariba training. That's something also if you can mention, so it will help me to drive this session accordingly. Okay, so let's start from first from my side. So as you know, my name is Vikram, and I'm working in the SAP from last 14 years. And I have started my career as SAP Materials Management Consultant. That is the part of the SAP ERP. You can say SAP MM Consultant. So initially, I was the SAP MM consultant. Later, I moved to the SAP S/4HANA, and now from around you can say 6.5 years, I'm working in the SAP Ariba. And during these years, I got a chance to implement the different kind of projects. So I have done the implementation of the SAP MM, SAP S/4HANA, and even in SAP Ariba as well. And in SAP Ariba, I have implemented almost all the modules. I have implemented the Ariba SLP, sourcing, contract, P2P, you can say guided buying, supply chain collaboration, commerce automation as well. Even currently, I'm working as a freelancer, and I'm working on one implementation project. And our client is from the Africa, and we are implementing the complete Ariba suite. So they are implementing the Ariba strategic sourcing, commerce automation, and the supply chain collaboration as well. Okay. Apart from this, I am certified in the Ariba supply chain collaboration, in Ariba sourcing, and in Ariba P2P as well, even in Ariba CIG as well. So I have done my certification, and recently I have done my certification in the SAP S/4HANA sourcing and procurement also. All right. So that's it from my side. If you have any kind of questions about me, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I would like to go with your introductions. Is there any questions from anyone about myself?
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, this Mohammed Harris, I'm a certified S4 sourcing and procurement EW consultant, senior consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, more than 15 years experience I have
That's good.
in the
That's
same
good.
field. But I wanted to know about the e-commerce automations and sourcing and
Mm-hmm.
supply collaboration. The major part. Okay. Why I'm asking this one? I'm planning to replicate the same, like Ariba functionality as a customized solution. Okay,
Got it.
planning to do for my customer,
Mm-hmm.
for my client. I'm working here now, UAE. Okay, in Dubai. So
Fantastic.
we have called for quotation. We are called for implementation for the Ariba, and
Mhm.
Kuba, right?
I know. Hmm.
Did you hear about the Kuba?
Yeah, I know about the Coupa as well.
Yes, similar to Ariba. Okay, so we called two suppliers. Most of these two they quoted more. About the costing for this Ariba implementation as well as the license cost. Okay, So what we have decided, so we are using S4 HANA, okay, sourcing and procurement 2022 version,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
recent one, last year only. We converted to the ECC to S4. So currently we are planning for the automation part and the sourcing part, tender process and for the automations and supplier collaborations. You know about the S4 system, what is the functionality we have for the BP and so RFQ process is there, okay.
Mhm.
Still, SAP, there is no automation part. Like for automation means like a supplier collaborations, okay. So once the purchase order or RFQ is created, you
Mhm.
have to send it manually as well as the email only, automated email.
Mhm.
But the collaboration part is nothing is there in S4. So we are planning to implement at the same time due to the cost of implementation and license cost. Why don't we go for
Uh,
the like a
Tell me
customized
one thing,
solutions?
Muhammad.
Like
I got your
yes,
point.
yes, yeah,
I got your point. So you want to, that customize your environment and you want to implement the similar kind of commerce automation or supply chain collaboration.
just we are thinking. Just we are not decided. Just we are thinking. Before that, I knew I should understand about the e-commerce automation, supply collaboration, and the sourcing in
Mhm.
Ariba, how it's working.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's why I wanted to join this course. The implementation is secondary, custom is secondary only.
Mhm.
For my understanding, I need to learn. That's it.
Okay, got it. So see, basically, Mohammed, I got your point. I think we can connect separately on this because this course is not
Yeah,
more.
later. So now we can continue our this one. Okay. For the demo, you can start now.
And just
Can
one
you
second,
hear me?
just one second, Mohammed. Okay. No, what I was mentioning, like for this particular topic, in this webinar, we are not going to talk about the commerce automation or supply chain collaboration. So for commerce automation or supply chain collaboration, we are conducting this separate training itself. Okay. So it's
Yes,
better,
yes.
we can
Yeah.
talk, you can talk to the support team and they will guide you and we can have a separate call on this. And then I'll
Mm.
explain you like about the complete flow of the supply chain collaboration or commerce automation, right? And based on that
Okay.
understanding, you can decide, you can, that design your environment how you would like to do.
Mhm. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Mohammed.
So also, I wanted to learn about Ariba. Okay. It's not only for this our purpose, my purpose, okay,
Mhm.
company purpose, but at the same time, I wanted to learn Ariba. That's it.
Yeah. So Ariba, basically, we are going to talk today. So this topic, I'll
Yes, yes.
take it
Okay.
today in today's session.
Sure.
Thank you, Mohammed. Can we move to the next? Can we start from the Hussein?
Good morning, everyone.
Have
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Ashfaq Hussain. I hold around 12 years of experience in P2P domain and vendor data master. So I don't have a functional experience yet. So I have grabbed the information that SAP Ariba is having this P2P and vendor data master
Mhm.
functional things. So I decided to learn this thing, and Vikram suggest me whether it is suits to my domain experience or not. And currently, I'm working as a freelancer, as a business analyst. I'm into the procurement analytical project where we are developing a Power BI. There, I'm working as a UAT analyst.
Got it. Sure, I'll do that, Hussein. I'll take care.
Sure.
Okay. Next, can we go with the Jogi Raju? Jogi Raju, can you hear me?
Yes. Sorry for delay. Okay.
No problem.
Uh, Hello, you are hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Actually, I am from Dubai. I have been working in the core domains of chain since last 25 years. Just now, I learned some SAP S4 HANA, and also I am working under as an end user in S4 HANA. One of my friends suggested me to learn the Ariba also. So actually, I am working still as a core domain supply chain manager. I'm not into the SAP as of now. So just can you advise me how it will help me for my career this Ariba? And also we came to know that there are a lot of opportunities in Gulf countries. Ariba, I'm seeing a lot of the advertisements, the Ariba positions. So you just guide me how I can able to just come to this industry.
Sure, will do. Okay. Thanks, Jogi. Can we go to next, Naresh?
Good morning, all. Yeah, myself, Naresh. I'm having around 5 years of experience in supply chain process, supply chain operations. Okay. And I have one question, Vikram.
Mhm.
Actually, one of my friends told me like before learning SAP Ariba, I need to know SAP MM is mandatory.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking you,
No, no, it's
MM is
not
mandatory to.
no, no, it's not mandatory. Basically, okay. Jogi, can you please go on mute?
Yes, yes. Or 1 minute.
Okay. So it's not mandatory to know about the SAP MM. So if you are having the Ariba knowledge or you can say Ariba experience, that is also going to help you, that from the Ariba perspective. So having the knowledge from the MM perspective, that is a kind of add-on. So it's not mandatory, or we cannot say it's a compulsory. Things like we should have the experience or knowledge in the SAP MM, then only we can go with the Ariba. That's not true. Okay. But why some people
Okay.
are suggesting to go with the SAP MM as well? The reason is that if you see in the industry, so Ariba is the standalone. Like you can see in the my screen, this is the Ariba product, right? I have logged in from my credential, and this is the web browser, right? It's a web solutions. Now if you see in the market, so like mostly the customers, they are using this SAP Ariba on top of their SAP, on top of their backend system. So whatever the backend system they are having, like SAP, or you can say non SAP, Oracle, whatever, so they are using this Ariba on top of that. That means they want to use Ariba as part of the integration with the SAP system, ERP system. Okay. So in that cases, from this point of view, they are suggesting like if you are having the knowledge of the SAP Ariba, and if you have the knowledge of the SAP ERP, that is SAP MM as well, so you can take care SAP MM part as well as the SAP Ariba part as well. So that is why they are recommending, but it's not compulsory. Like you should learn the SAP MM before the Ariba. That's not compulsory.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. Can we move to the next? Raghutam.
Hello. Yeah, I have 26 years of SAP experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in United States for past 25 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I am currently working on S4 HANA Cloud. And I have worked on the e-procurement software such as Coupa,
Mm-hmm.
SyQuest, Jagger, E2 Open, etc. And I have also learned Ariba 3 years ago, but I never got a chance to work on a project.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a kind of refresher course for me.
Got
And my current client has the Ariba, but there is already a team working. I don't think I'll get on chance to work on the Ariba.
it. Mm-hmm.
However, I just want to add this extra skill set for myself. Currently, I'm a core MMPP, QM, PM, and EWM consultant,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to add one more skill set to my resume.
Got it. Thanks, Raghu. Thanks for your intro. Just one question I have, for you. So, what do you think? How is the Jagger? So, have you used the Jagger as well?
Yes,
How is Jagger?
it was Request Jagger. Yeah, it's similar. I feel to this Coupa
Mm-hmm.
and Ariba system also. It's a competitor basically.
Yeah, it's competitor.
But
So, you
since
can say both has
Ariba
a
is
almost
the
the
SAP product, definitely it'll have a lot more advantages.
same. Mm-hmm.
Coupa is also quite popular in US. A lot of companies use Coupa.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's true. So Coupa and Jagger or whatever different product we are having in the market, like Symphony also. So these are the I know the competitors, but Jagger is also some company client they are going with the Jagger also. They want to use the Jagger. That's why I asked you.
Yes, yes, they are. Yeah, Jagger is being used.
Okay.
E2 Open is also there. One company that
Mm-hmm.
is Intel. Intel uses that product.
Mm-hmm. Got
But
it.
I do get a lot of offers, but I'm not able to take on any Ariba projects because of the lack of practical knowledge. Because I can, once I get into a project, I can get on. Because when I worked on Coupa, I had zero knowledge about Coupa.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I was able to interface SAP and the Coupa system.
Nice, Raghu. You can
So it's both
contact
fun.
me. We can work together. You can get the project.
Oh, for Ariba?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
to
sure, man.
Subbu. We can have a call, and then
Yeah,
we can take the different kind of project as well.
yeah, sure. I'm glad to, willing to, because I have a lot of background about integrating e-procure. I know the terminology, lingo, and all that, the business
Mm-hmm.
language that is needed to talk the project.
Got
Just need some practical.
it. Sure, we'll do it. Okay. In the last we have Vijay Kumar. Vijay.
Hi Vikram, this is Vijay, and I've
Hi.
been working from last 2 years in IBM.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some hands-on experience in Ariba. I will manage catalogs, especially supplier product catalogs, and also manage contracts, contract workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm working as an end user, but I know some of the knowledge about Ariba since I'm working from last 2 years. So I have only 2 years of experience, and if it's the right decision to learn consultant course as Ariba and get into similar kind of jobs. So I see a lot of people having 10 plus years of experience.
That's true. Okay, so thanks, Vijay. Let me take this question first because many people asked about the same question. So I think it's nice
Mhm.
to understand. Everyone is having the good experience in the industry. Even someone of you from the SAP industry, someone of you from the non-SAP industries, right? But if you see, you are having the very rich experience you are holding. Okay. So the thing is that if you talk about the Ariba, so Ariba, like that is the cloud-based procurement solutions. So cloud-based in the sense the you can work easily with the help of the web browser. You can say in this screen itself, I just logged in the Ariba with the help of this web, like that this web, or you can say any of the particular applications, right? So in these cases, I do not have to install or download any kind of additional or third-party system or any separate software for this. So overall, we can say this Ariba is a completely cloud solutions, right? And it is actually offering the digital platform to the customer where customer can perform their procurement activities or you can say purchasing activities, with the help of the Ariba. Now the thing is that if you see from the customer point of view, so every customers whatever the line of business they are having, they are also doing some different kind of procurement activities just to maintain their business. So if you talk about manufacturing industry point of view, they are purchasing different kind of input items, right, from different supplier. If you talk about from trading line of business, they are also purchasing different kind of product to maintain their business, right? So mostly all the customers they are like following the procurement activities, and some customer they are following the SAP ERP tool for the procurement activities, like you can say SAP MM as for HANA. Some customer they are following some different kind of tools as well to perform the procurement process. Okay, even if you see some customers they are still not using any kind of technology as well. They are following simply with the help of the Excel sheet, Word file, manually. All those things they are doing to perform the procurement process. Now, if you see as per the current demand, so current demand is like that everything they would like to perform with the help of the internet. Right. So if you see, even we can take our examples, we are also starting our day with the help of the internet. digitally, and we are closing our day digitally as well. So we are checking the different kind of messages, or whatever email or whatever the message we received in the morning. Accordingly, we are planning our day, and when we are going to bed, that time also we are checking, are we missing some any communication or any email. So we are also checking this thing as well. So same thing, customers they are also expecting, why not we can adopt such kind of procurement tools as well, and with the help of that we can perform the procurement activities digitally. So we should not have the dependency every time we have to be available in front of the system, then only we'll able to see the any particular communication, or if they have performed any kind of like let's say approval activity as well, right? So in that case also they are not expecting I have to be logging in the system, then only I should be able to perform the approval activity. So they are expecting some different kind of mechanism, with the help of that they can perform the activity quickly. So in the same manner, Ariba came in the picture, right? And whatever the other terms that you heard about this, like you can say Coupa, Jagger, Symphony, Ivalua. So these are also the competitors of the Ariba. Okay. So same way, Ariba also came in the picture, and Ariba is offering the similar kind of like platform to the customer, and with the help of that customer, they can perform their procurement process digitally. Okay, so that is why if you see, because of this digital platform, and not only this, even if you see because of the SAP logo, because Ariba is called as a SAP Ariba, it's become very popular, and most of the customers they are implementing the SAP Ariba. Okay. Now, coming to the our perspective, so because as a professional, we are expecting if you are going to learn the Ariba, so at least we should get some advantage, right? Our career should get should boost, or we'll get more opportunity to work in the different areas. So generally, like if you are having the procurement knowledge, even though you are working in the SAP or you are the non-SAP person, does not matter. If you are having the knowledge of the procurement process, you can easily learn the SAP Ariba. Okay. So I heard earlier someone said like I'm the part of the procurement department. I'm working in the procurement activities, but I never worked on the like SAP tool, SAP product. So either Ariba will be helpful for me or not. So the answer is that of course it will be helpful for you. The thing is that earlier, before the Ariba, before the SAP, you were, doing all these procurement activities offline. Offline means I would say outside of the SAP. But once you implement the Ariba, you have to perform the procurement activities, as a online. So that means you have to perform with the help of the Ariba. Okay. So please don't think like if you are having the knowledge of the procurement or supply chain and it's not going to help you, it's not like that. Definitely it's going to help you. And especially if you see in the market, if I'll talk about the from SAP perspective, so the professionals who are the part of the SAP who are the part of the SAP SRM, SAP supply chain, mostly they are coming to the Ariba, because from learning point of view, Ariba is very easy to learn, and the same process what you are following in the SAP or SAP S4HANA, same process we have to follow in the SAP Ariba as well. Okay, so this is one thing. Second thing, in some cases you may get some input from different professionals, like you should learn the SAP you should know the SAP tool, then only you can go with the Ariba. That's not true. Okay, so why that's not true? The reason is that if you talk about Ariba is actually the different tools, different box itself. And if you talk about like this SAP ERP, like SAP that is the different tools. Okay, now the thing is that if you see in the market, so customers they are actually preferring to use Ariba on top of the SAP ERP system. I'll talk about SAP ERP here. So mostly they would like to use SAP ERP on top of the SAP ERP system. And if you see from the landscape point of view, your landscape will looks like this. So here we can say SAP Usually I'm just typing here SAP ERP, but just only for your understanding purpose, I'm typing here SAP You can assume like this is the SAP ERP, includes SAP ECC or S4HANA. And here you will have your Ariba applications in the front end. So this is our Ariba application, Ariba app. Now, if you see, we are having two different box here. One box is that SAP MM. Second bucket is that Ariba applications here, right? So customer, they have the two options to use the Ariba. One option is that they can use Ariba applications separately. They will say, I will use Ariba separately on SAP ERP. I will use separately. They can do that. But thing is that whatever the other information or whatever the historical information that they are having, all the informations are available in their SAP ERP system. And going forward, they are going to use the Ariba application, right? So they will create the different kind of information in the Ariba. So that means whenever they have to collect any such kind of information, such kind of report, so in that cases, they have to perform first thing in the ERP system, then same activity they have to do in the Ariba application as well, right? That means it is going to increase our task. So at this moment, none of the customer is expecting to perform more manual activity. They are expecting to automate the process. Right. So in that cases, how they can automate the process? So in that cases, your customer, they will prefer to use Ariba applications as part of the integration with SAP ERP system. So in that cases, if you say your landscape will looks like this. So if you see your landscape will looks like this, you will have the integration with the SAP ERP system. So based on this integration, whatever the particular data you are going to create in the SAP ERP, that information will come to Ariba automatically. And whatever the particular information that you are going to create in the Ariba, that information will also flow to the SAP ERP system. So that means in this case, now if you are having this kind of landscape, so we required two consultant, two person. One person we needed who can take care about the SAP Ariba, and another person we needed who can take care about the SAP MM part as well. Okay, so in some cases, or mostly if you see from the Ariba point of view, you have to work as a Ariba consultant, and from the ERP point of view, you will have the SAP MM consultant. Okay, or you can say SAP ERP consultant who will support you from the ERP point of view. And in some certain cases, if you know about the SAP MM as well, then you can say, I can take care about the SAP MM. I can take care about the SAP Ariba as well. Okay. But in that case also, we cannot say like, yes, we will do it. The reason is that it works based on the authorization. So even though you know about this, you're already having lots of things in the Ariba side itself, right? So client, they cannot wait. Like once you complete the Ariba side, then you will come to ERP side and you will take care about the SAP MM because you know, right? So in that case as well, you will have the SAP MM consultant, SAP ERP consultant who will do their job, and Ariba side, you have to do your own job. Okay, so based on this advantage itself, some people are saying if you know about the SAP MM, it's a kind of advantage or add-on, but it's not compulsory. Why? Because you are going to take care about the Ariba applications here. Okay, I hope you received your questions. Whoever is asked about the Ariba future, got it?
Yeah, Vikram, I got it. I have one more question, if it's the right time to ask. Otherwise, I can ask in the last moment. Is that fine?
Yeah, please ask.
Yeah. See, I see a lot of the our supplier are getting integrated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the difference. Like I don't know what they're doing in integration. I just wanted to know more about integration. So actually, we are integration for invoices. I can see that invoices coming in a CXML format.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was online.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to know the advantage of the integration.
That part we can discuss during the regular session. It's not a quick thing. This is the topic of the regular session, so this part I can take care during the regular session. Because when talk about the
Okay.
integration, so integration is not a small topic, right? We have lots of things there. So we have to first understand the landscape of the integration, and then how the integration, how the data is flowing as per the integration. That's something also we need to talk. So this is part of regular session. Okay.
Vikram, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the interruption. Uh, during this entire course, we will be going to learn functional things or end user thing in Ariba.
You'll come to know. Give me just 10 minutes. You'll come to know. I'll come to that part.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, now if you talk about from the solution perspective, so first thing, if you talk about from the business process perspective, so with the help of the Ariba, we can actually perform the sourcing and procurement activities. So this is actually called as the sourcing and procurement process. What is the meaning of the sourcing and what is the meaning of the procurement? So we can take a simple example just to understand about the sourcing and procurement. Like let's say you have to purchase one, uh, let's say laptop. I'm giving very dummy example here. Let's say we have to purchase the laptop. Now, this laptop you have never purchased from any of the supplier. You know it very well. I can purchase from different supplier. We can do online, we can do offline, but you have never purchased. So in that cases, how you will initiate your purchasing? So in that cases, what you will do first? So first you will go to the, like you will try to find out some list of supplier. So you will search some list of supplier offline. You will search some list of supplier online, right? And once you will have the supplier information, so then what you will do? You will actually collect the supplier information, and that will come as part of supplier onboarding activity. So we have to create some vendor record in our system, and whatever the information you want to capture, you can capture any of the informations here. And once you will have the information about the supplier, then in the next what you will do, you will perform the negotiation activity. And as you know, negotiation is the, you know, that most favorite activities of each and every buyer. So as a customer will try to discuss with supplier, will ask them to provide the best quotation, whatever they can do, right? And based on this quotation, we have to compare the quotations, we have to select the particular supplier. And if required, what we are doing in some cases, we are actually creating the agreement as well. We have to create the contract also with the supplier, and whatever things that we discussed with the supplier in terms of the pricing, in terms of the discounts, and some other conditions, all those things we have to include in the contract, or we can say in the agreement, right? And once we'll complete this process, then after this, we have to initiate our procurement activities. That means we have to place the order by creating the purchase request and purchase order. Purchase order will be issued to supplier. Supplier will review the purchase order. Based on that, they will send you the goods. You have to receive the goods. You will receive the invoice, and accordingly, you have to make the payment. Right. So this is the overall process we have to actually follow as part of this normal procurement activities. And in this process, if you see, this is overall called as that sourcing and procurement activities. Right. So why I'm saying sourcing and procurement activities? Because if you see as part of this, here, while doing the supplier negotiation, creation of the contract, searching of the supplier, you are not doing any kind of procurement activity here. You are just determining our source, from which supplier you have to purchase the product. That's it. So these activities you are doing, right? So you are doing basically, you know, that as part of the sourcing activity. And once you do this, then in the next, we have to perform our procurement activities from the by creating the purchase equation to the payment activity. So same way, Ariba is offering the solutions as part of the sourcing and procurement process. So Ariba solutions are actually divided into part. One part is called as a upstream, or you can say strategic sourcing as well, and second part is called as the downstream. Okay, so as part of the upstream, we are having the modules that is the supplier, sourcing, and contract. These three module we have in the upstream part. Then in the downstream, we are having module that is the Ariba buying and invoicing solution. All right. So with the help of these upstream solutions, we can just determine our source. With the help of the supplier, you can create the vendor record in the Ariba, right? And whatever different kind of activities you want to perform to manage your vendors, that we can do that. With the help of the sourcing, we can perform the supplier negotiation activities. With the help of the contract, we can create the different kind of contract with the supplier, right? So all the different kind of sourcing activity you can do with the help of the upstream. Then with the help of the downstream, we have to perform our procurement activities. So this overall solutions is also called as sourcing and procurement activities. Okay. Now, one thing I would like to add here, even you may already aware about this process. So whenever we are going to implement the Ariba, it's not applicable only from the Ariba perspective. Whatever the other model solutions are, so you're going to implement. So in that cases, what we are doing, once we get in touch with the customer, and you have to capture the customer requirement, right? So customer requirement, we are not asking directly, like let's assume you are the client and I'm working as a like consultant. Now you are going to implement the Ariba. So I'll not ask directly, like tell me your requirement in terms of the Ariba, what you are expecting in the Ariba. So I'm not going to ask directly. Why? The reason is that this Ariba product is new for you. And as a customer, you are expecting some basic information about the Ariba, like how the process works in the Ariba. That's something you would like to understand. Then only you will able to give your requirement what you are expecting in the Ariba solutions. Okay. So generally, whenever we are working on the Ariba implementation, so Ariba implementation is following this SAP Activate methodology. And as part of this SAP Activate methodology, we are following this mainly four phase. One is the prepare, second is the explore, third is the realize, and fourth one is the deploy. Now, what we'll do as part of this? So in the prepare phase, we have to just work on some preparation activities, different kind of documents we have to prepare as part of this. Then we have to move in the explore phase, and in the explore phase, we have to explore the client requirement. And how we have to explore? So we have to demonstrate this Ariba solutions to the client. We have to show them the process. Like this, you can create the contract, and this are the process we have to follow to create any kind of like the sourcing project. And then we'll ask to them, now please tell me what is your requirement. So how you are expecting here? Are you expecting to add some kind of custom fill? Are you expecting to add some kind of like a custom process here? This kind of things we have to ask to client, and based on that we have to prepare our requirement design document. Okay. So once our document will get prepared, once we'll have the business requirement, and then after that we have to move to realization phase. And in the realization phase, we have to perform the configurations activity. So whatever different kind of configurations, testing, all those activities you want to perform, you can perform with the help of the realize phase, you can say. Okay. And in the last, we have the deploy phase. Now, overall, if you see, so as a Ariba consultant in the implementation project, you are not only responsible to perform the configuration, because configuration part will come in the next. Before that, you should know about the business process, because when you to the customer during the explore phase, you'll not talk about any configuration part, like I will configure the approval workflow like this, and this kind of node we have to config. This thing will not discuss the here. You will discuss from business process point of view how they are doing as it is, and how they can do in the SAP Ariba. This kind of thing you will talk. So overall, I mean to say in these cases, so in these cases, if you see as a Ariba consultant, you should know the business process, you should know about the configuration part as well. Both the part of the consulting is not like that. Consultant means only that like a designing. That's not true. Consultant means you should have the good knowledge about the business process and then the configuration part itself. Okay. So same way we have designed our course curriculum as well. And if we talk about our course curriculum, so this course required 40 hours. We can say within 1.5 month we will able to complete this course. And we are going to talk about the Ariba from the basics, from the scratch. So initially in the first session, we will talk about once again about the Ariba, but we'll talk from the technical point of view, how whatever different kind of landscape that you may have, how you can authenticate in the Ariba, whatever different options we are having in the Ariba dashboard. All those things we'll talk here. Then we'll move to the business process part, and we'll talk about the business process. We'll talk about the Ariba SLP solutions. We'll talk about the sourcing solutions. we'll talk about the contract solutions, and after that, we'll talk about the P2P solutions as well. Okay. So till here, we'll not talk about any of the configuration part. We'll talk about only the business process part. We'll try to understand our machine, like how our machine is actually working. And once you will have the understanding about your machine, then in the next, we'll move to the designing. And as part of the designing, we'll talk about the integration part, how we can integrate our Ariba system with your backend ERP system. And especially, we'll talk about the CIG tool here, right? And then we'll talk about other configuration like how to configure the template, how to configure the approval workflow, how to configure some supplier information, how we can set up the master data, how we can set up user master, how we have to work with the catalog, and how we can work with some migration activities, right? All the different configuration, whatever is applicable from our side, that's something we'll talk. And once we will complete this like configuration part as well, then report part is very important from the customer side. So whatever different kind of reports we are having in the Ariba, we'll talk about the reports as well. Okay. And once we'll complete the reporting activity, a report part, then in the last we'll have one session about the implementation overview session. And there we'll talk about whatever the different kind of activity we have to perform as part of the implementation, and whatever different kind of documents we have to prepare in the during the implementation, how document looks like, all those things we will talk during the implementation process. Okay, so this is overall course curriculum of the Ariba, and this includes the business process part, that you can say in other words end user part, and this includes the configuration part as well. Both part will be included. Okay, got it. That's it from my side about this Ariba demo. You can ask your question if you have any.
So, are you going to provide the system access?
You can check with the support team regarding system access, study material fee. They will help you.
Okay, okay. No, no. Because practicing on the system is important
Mhm.
as part of my training. So, I just want to make sure that I get the system access. I,
Okay.
Yeah, Raghu, we are provide the access.
pardon me?
I will give the access, Raghu.
Okay, okay. You are Subbu?
Ah, Subbu here.
Okay. And what are the timings?
I tell you. So other people are discussed, then I will inform you.
Okay, okay.
And
I
So,
one more
as
question
part
to
of
admin.
today's demo, are you going to show something on the system, such as creation of a purchase order or creation of a vendor or something like that? Or is it just going to be just like a overview of the course content?
Demo generally you can say a kind of overview, right?
Okay,
So
a
it
demo
will.
does not include showing something like quick creation of a purchase order or a creation of supplier.
We can say if you want, we
Um,
can ask. Usually we are not covering that part because that part of the regular session itself. But if you want to see, I can show you quickly. It's not.
okay, but demo means that's what is demo, right? It's like a trailer, bit of the movie they show in that when show a teaser. Same way you should show us
Uh,
what
Demo
is there. You should
definition
show us on the system.
you can define in in every way like it's your own way how you want to define the definition of the demo, right? So we have
Okay.
different definitions. It's not like that, that what you are saying, that's completely, I agree with you. But yes, if you want to see a quick trial, I
Yeah, yeah,
can.
because from my earlier experience, no,
Hmm.
there is one guy who said he's offering a PP core training.
Hmm.
So I thought, let me take a refresher.
Hmm.
And that guy does not have any PP background. He was simply going through the configuration steps.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
Then I realized this guy does not know PP. Then I forced him, now show me what is the MTO, make to order scenario.
Hmm.
Then he didn't know that. Then I simply wasted my money on that guy. So I thought during the demo itself, a little bit of that should be shown, right? Whether
See. about
Or
if we
simply
talk about
giving an
about
overview is that's not the
experience.
demo, right? Demo means what? When you are selling a, for example, a TV or a grinder or a washing machine, you show a demo, right? How it
Mhm.
works.
Yeah.
Show that. That's what the expectation in the demo.
No, no, that's fine. I agree with your expectation. Demo means, see, basically, it's
Mhm,
not like that, like, what you are saying. It's your call. But thing is that, see,
mhm,
what is the experience? You are saying I'm having the 20 years of experience, right? Okay.
mhm.
So your talk should, show about your experience, right? So if you want to examine
I'm not
any
here
sale,
to share.
no, no,
See,
no.
demo means I'm not going to share. The student will not show his experience. The demo, the guy who is giving the demo, he should show his experience, right? That's what the demo involves. When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
when you go for buying a vehicle, right, car, you go for a test ride. The guy will take you around, show how the
Yeah,
vehicle is working.
I agree with
yeah. I,
you.
I I agree with Raghudam. I agree with Raghudam. Vikram,
Mhm.
actually, demo means like you have to show at least one small process in Ariba, like
Mhm.
how to create a PR, at least for PR,
Yeah,
downstream
yeah.
or
That's
downstream,
what I'm saying.
anything. But otherwise, you change your terminology like a
let
course
me
overview.
let me tell
Yeah.
get please allow me to tell you as well. I'm not saying, see, showing process is not a big thing, right? I can show you, I'm going to show you as well. But thing is that, like, whatever examples as you given by Raghu, so you can ask your questions, right? So if you want to understand about the, you want to get the understand the technical capabilities of any trainer, any persons, right? You can ask your situation, you can ask your concern. And if you're getting satisfied, because see, if I can show you the like a PR creation part, right? So let's assume I want to show you the
Mm.
KPI creation part. So are you make sure, are you like feeling good, like, yes, I'm having the technical knowledge as well? No, right? Because that's the individual part.
That's
Getting
true,
it?
man. When as a part of the demo, when there's a product, right? There's a Ariba product. It's
Let me
like
show
a
you.
TV,
Raghu, I'm
grinder,
sorry.
washing machine.
Raghu,
You
I'm
should show
sorry.
us
Let me show
what
you
is
the
there
PR
inside
creation
the
part.
product.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Let's say I stop the topic itself. I don't think so it will work to discuss here. It's on choice how you are going to define it, but let me show you quickly. So basically, see, just I'm going to show you how actually we can create the PR in the Ariba, right? So we can come in the Ariba system. So Ariba is actually following the e-commercial process. Generally, if you talk about challenges point of view, let me just give some differences like a comparison with the SAP ERP system. So if you see in the SAP ERP system, whenever we have to create any purchase requisition, right? So in that cases, if you see, we are having the different kind of transactions that we have to use, and we have the different kind of fields we have to fill out, right? So why I'm explaining this thing, because when you talk to the customer, so some customer they may ask you, why I have to go with the Ariba? Why I have to spend my amount to implement the Ariba? I'm using my SAP ERP system and I'm happy with that, right? So in that cases, we have to brief as a comparison in the comparison, like as a part of the comparison. Like if you go in the SAP ERP system, we have to use some transactions, and then when you go to that like particular transactions, you will see many more fields, and in that cases you will get some confusion, like whatever fields we have to actually fill out, whatever fields we have to skip, this kind of confusion we have. But this thing is simplified in the SAP Ariba. So Ariba is actually following the e-commercial process. So generally, whenever we have to purchase any particular that product on the e-commercial site, so what we are doing, we are just searching the particular product, right? Adding in the cart, proceed to checkout by providing the minimal information. And same thing we can do in the Ariba as well. So just I'm showing you a kind of that a PIA process here. So I would like to create one purchase equation. So in the Ariba, we can come to the catalog tab here. Then here we can search any of the particular product what you are expecting. Let's say I'm looking to purchase the laptop. I can type the laptop text here, and then if I click on the search, system will show me the list of the catalog what is actually configured with the name of the laptop. Okay. So once you come here, so here we can see we are having different the items here. We can come here, we can simply adjust your quantity. You can go through all the particular information about the product, and then you can adjust quantity. We have to click on this add to cart. So once you click on the add to cart, then this item will get added in the cart. Okay. And as usual, once you add the item in the cart, you will have the options to proceed to checkout. By providing some minimal information, you can easily create the purchase equation. So you can see here the item is added in the cart. Then we have to click on the proceed to checkout. And once you click on the proceed to checkout, this kind of screen you are going to receive. Okay. Now from here, you can give the any name of the any title of the equation. Let's say I'm going to give something laptop purchase, right? This kind of title you can give. You can give this net by date when you're expecting to receive the product. And after that, you have to simply click on the submit. And once you click on the submit, okay, just one moment. There is some error. Okay, let me choose the different catalog because in this cases, some problem is there. Let me take some different product from here. Okay, so I'm taking this product. Same way, I'll click on this add to cart, and as I said earlier, as well, like you will have the options to proceed to checkout. You can click on the proceed to checkout, and then you can provide some minimal information here. So let's say I would say my peer ID, and I can give some need by date here, whatever you want to give, and then click on the submit. So once you click on the submit, you can see your purchase equation is getting created now. So like this, we can say you can see your requisition is now submitted. You can come here, click on the view requisition, then you will have that like this requisition will go for the approval, and after that, once it will be approved, then in that cases purchase order will be there. So like this process we have to follow. So you can say in this way, this Ariba is offering a kind of simplified feature, simplified process as compared to the other solutions as well, or other process what you are following. So this kind of things you may get in the Ariba. Got it? Getting it? Or any question here?
So this is a non-punch out scenario, right? Wherein you maintain the catalogs in your system and then you create a,
It's not about the non-punch out. It's about the catalog purchasing.
Hmm.
Punch out is different thing.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Any further question
So
from
you
anyone?
go to
Mhm.
their remote site, right? Like Staples, Walmart, Amazon. You go to their site and add the products into your shopping cart and then
No,
check
no,
out.
no, no. This is
That's
a
a non.
this
That's a
this
punch
is
out scenario.
this is our customer side. In punch out, we have to go their site, right?
So this is our customer site. Huh?
Yes, yes. This is customer side.
So whereas when you do the punch out scenario, you go to the vendor site, right?
That's true.
Is that what you are saying? That
Yeah, yeah. In case of
for
the
this
punch out,
catalog, you
we have
go
to,
to your customer, whereas for punch out, you go to the vendor site.
yeah, we have to go in the vendor side. Then we have to punch out the item whatever you want to purchase, and then we can initiate the
Okay.
purchase for that.
But for here in catalog scenario, also you are saying you have to go to customer site, right? Customer or is it a vendor site?
Customer side means this is your site what you implemented. This is customer. Customer is client side. Working for the Walmart. Walmart is the customer, right? So Walmart has implemented Ariba. So this is the
Okay.
Walmart side. So Walmart can purchase the
Oh,
product from their site itself, what they are maintaining there. Otherwise, if Walmart is purchasing from
okay, okay,
some third supplier, they can go to third supplier site, they can purchase.
okay.
Okay, team. Any further question from anyone? Any question, comment? I hope you got at least one process here, quick process.
I have one question. Are we going to get this training session recording for future reference?
Once again, I think you can talk with support team. They will guide you regarding server recordings, study material, fee, all those things. They will help you.
Yeah. And adding to Raghunathan thing,
Mhm.
can we get one demonstration thing like one session recording?
Yeah, please check the support team. They can provide to you.
Sure. So I think you got me what I'm asking. The live session which you have delivered to the students earlier
Sure, sir. You can check the support
on
team.
any other topic like integration or any other topics.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, team. So I think there's no any questions, so we can close the call. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
everyone
Vikram.
for your time. Thank you, Vikram. It was nice speaking to you. Thank you. Bye.